Well, we're back, and guess what? We've got another law enforcement story. This one here is at the Volusia Sheriff's Office, and we've got this guy up on screen right up here. We're going to watch this video. He loves to get on the camera. This is the same guy that called me a YouTube clown because I was out filming deputies and wondering why 7 of them were on a traffic stop and nothing happened. Well, we're going to talk about this one here. We're going to talk about Deputy Stephen Corbin. I actually used to ride motorcycles with him at the police department we worked at. I don't know what's going on with him. However, I'm going to say that everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but let me explain something to you. When they arrest a cop, it's pretty damning. So this is Chitwood. We're going to listen to what he has to say. Deputy Corbin's arrested for picking up ladies in his marked patrol car after he just got finished working a detail being around hundreds of thousands of women. Let's take a listen.
All right, so I don't know how to start this other than to say I'm angry, I am disappointed, and I am disgusted is probably an understatement. Early Monday morning, we received word from Daytona Beach that one of our deputies, Deputy Steve Corbin, was on Seagrave Avenue in his patrol car in plain clothes attempting to pick up ladies of the evening. So when we were notified of that, we waited until Daytona got their investigation underway, and then, my decision is, okay, I got to get this guy off the street. So we went and served him with disciplinary papers that basically you're under investigation, you're to turn in all your equipment, you are basically on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of the internal investigation. And shortly after he was served, he decided it would probably be in his best interest to resign. So Monday, late afternoon, he submitted his resignation. And then, as we know, last night, Daytona Beach arrested him. What he did is not only a disgrace to his name, it's a disgrace to all law enforcement officers and in particular to this organization.
But the problem is they don't finish the investigations. They're supposed to finish these investigations when someone resigns, and they send it to FDLE. I think a reporter asked that, but that's what every one of these agencies do. Then these cops can go around and get a job somewhere else because this is not on their essential record.
So the one thing I can guarantee you is that his badge will be melted down. No one will ever wear a tarnished badge in this organization, and he tarnished it.
Whatever. You need to terminate him. You need to forward all the information to FDLE, make sure they snatch his certificate. Likely that'll be done, but as I said, most of the time they don't even do that.
And now he has to face the music from the criminal justice side of things.
What's your patrol car policy? Was he able to be in it?
Yeah, it's a take-home. We have a take-home car policy. So, you can take the car to and from work. If you're going to go food shopping, you could take the car with you. We want high visibility. Obviously that looks good. It's part of our plan. Picking up hookers is not part of the plan.
But these guys go to Best Buy, shop, leave the car running. It's probably $500,000 in fuel in excess and time and stuff like that and wear and tear on the vehicles that they spend every year for high visibility. Yet it's the highest crime rate in the area.
Now I have a theory on that. I don't know how, I don't know, but I'm surmising that there is a lot of technology in this county. A lot of technology, in particular in high crime areas, because I put it there.
Yeah, what he's talking about is tag readers and all this other stuff and cameras. This sheriff has basically surrounded this whole entire county with cameras. So if you want to go anywhere, they're going to know where you go. And these people are misusing it. And matter of fact, they were doing it to a fire department official in New Smyrna, tracking them with these tag readers for no crime.
And I'm just speculating out loud that maybe the purpose of taking your car is if you're cruising in that area 7, 8, and I don't know this to be true, but a multitude of times, people that are reviewing that technology are going to say, why is this car constantly in that area? If it's a patrol car, you're not going to say that. You're going to think if you look at it, well, they're out there doing their job or they're looking for somebody.
So does that tell you something? They're tracking every single person in this county here with those tag readers or that technology that he says. I love it. I don't.
Never thinking that you're in plain clothes trying to pick up a lady of the evening.
Has Corbin had any disciplinary issues with your agency?
No, he has not. And what was really concerning from a law enforcement perspective is He was a pretty damn good investigator and was assigned for a while to our major case squad. So he was investigating sexual assaults, homicides, all kind of violent crime. So he knows all about the technology and all about the things that were going on. I'm going to speculate again. I don't think this is his first rodeo. I don't think.
Let me ask you something then. Maybe the sheriff can come on my page and answer this. Why was he assigned to the courts? If you know anything about law enforcement, when you get assigned to some specialized area, it's like motors, bicycles, Marine unit, Air One, or whatever it is. But when you get put in the courts, when you're in the courtroom and you're sitting in there, you've either done something wrong or screwed up somehow. So this doesn't make any sense. That he was such a good guy, no disciplinary action, then why was he assigned to the courts? That's where the bad cops go. I say that, or the people that are retiring.
This just happened.
Follow up to that, I'm just curious, are you guys going to do an internal investigation?
Well, he resigned, so there's really not a heck of a whole lot that we can get into other than there are things that I want to know. There are answers that I want to know. You know, I want to know where that patrol car was when he wasn't working, when he wasn't on duty, because he was assigned to the courthouse, so we know where he should be. But using technology and using, onboard computers, I want to see where he has been. How often has this been done?
Well, you see what he did there? He brushed over it very quick. He says, well, there's nothing we can do. They can complete the investigation, find out further, get information about this, and put it to FDLE to take his certificate. Again, they likely will, but on smaller cases when there's moral character violations, they write them off as policy violations and then let it go. Cops go elsewhere and they start working elsewhere.
I want to know for my own edification of what's going on there.
And he was off duty, but obviously he was in his patrol vehicle, and based off the report, it looks like he was threatening to arrest these women. So what about him using his position to?
That's all in the charging affidavit. That's why he's charged with the charges that Daytona Beach put on him. Is that reason? He destroyed everything that he stood for and everything that we stand for. And the important thing is, when a cop does something wrong, this is what we have. But we have to remember, every profession hires from the human race. And no matter how hard we screen, there is no x-ray machine that I can look into your soul and see, are you going to be corrupt? Are you going to be evil? Are you going to be a liar? Can't see it.
No, but what you can do is when these people come in and complain about things, or if you have something like this one here, if a prostitute came to the police and said, hey, I'm telling you that this guy did this, they take that with a grain of salt and they don't even investigate it because of who those types of people are. More than likely, there has been some complaints about this guy. I don't know. But what I'm learning is that he and his wife were planning on moving down to like West Palm. His wife on her Facebook page shows that she lives in West Palm, and that he attempted to get a job down there either with the sheriff's office or local police department. And from what I'm being told from a source is that he was not able to make that application stick and he wasn't able to get that job down there. Now, something's not right there. Whether he got put in place at the courts for attempting to leave the job, or if they found something in his background or psych evaluation and now he's put into the court system, something's there, but the sheriff's not saying about it and why he did that. So we're going to find out.
And it rears its head. So as much as you try to stop things and put things in place, we hire from the human race. And rest assured, as God made green apples, this is going to happen again somewhere else.
But the problem is they don't take these things seriously. This sheriff's office had several incidents recently where there was sexual misconduct. I got provided from a source that one of the police officers was doing something in his car, came to his supervisor and said, hey, I was in my car, doing something, masturbating. But that is the problem. It will happen somewhere else. But the problem is it happens here repeatedly. It happened in Daytona when he was the police chief in Daytona. There are several IAs that I've been told about that I need to get from that agency there. Then after that, there's a sergeant that is comparing his watch to the size of his manhood, asking for OnlyFans videos and photos from his subordinates, of a Edgewater police officer that does OnlyFans, or former police officer that does OnlyFans. Yet they don't sustain the sexual allegations or the misconduct that would likely get their certificate revoked. But not only this, there is so much more throughout the agency. Between Holly Hill, the chief, and everybody that's in position of power, that whole department has now resigned their upper administration. New Smyrna has some that are going on that says that there is sex on duty. It is a problem with law enforcement, and I don't understand why people blindly support law enforcement as a whole. They are there to collect evidence against you. And that's the problem in this situation here is they are going to collect some evidence, but if they show that the system is failing and that their personnel and the people that they hire from the human race, which I think that's from the Rodney King beatings, those people that they hire are not the best people for this position. It is a perceived power and they take advantage of it. Let's finish this up.
You making policy changes? You're looking into changing anything?
Well, we will always take a look and see, could we have done something better? But remember, you may think you're building a better mousetrap, but you're still dealing with that human factor in there. There's two mistakes in the world. There's mistakes of the head and there's mistakes of the heart. Mistakes of the heart are fatal, always. Why is it mistake of the heart fatal? Because you know what you're not supposed to do, and you do it anyway. And that's what he knew when he did this, that there was a possibility he was going to get locked up. He knew it. He opted to do it anyway.
His charges are pretty serious. He's facing a lot of felonies here. Some of those are bribery by a public official, false imprisonment, which is like kidnapping, you're taking someone. And I'll put a link to the charging affidavit in the description. He was picking these women up multiple times. That's what we're being told. But one of the females at about 2:30 in the morning was smart enough to say, hey, can you take me to this hotel, where she knew there was cameras. Otherwise, I guarantee you that law enforcement would have blown this off and said it's he said, she said, and not investigated this. But again, according to sources, his wife is down in West Palm Beach, took a job down there, and she's now, I guess, down there by herself, or maybe she's coming back up here, but he was trying to get that job down in South Florida, but it failed somehow or another. But this is him here. This is Deputy Corbin. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching, like, and subscribing. Stay safe out there, and don't pick up the ladies of the night. See you soon.